Yeah, so we always rework our gardens because they get so overcrowded. And it's really important for us to do one thing, and we always do this when we start to regenerate our gardens. And that is condition the soil in such a way that it is really easy for the plants to grow in. We're adding rich sand, we're adding rich soils, we're making this very easy for the roots to penetrate. There's lots of organic matter underneath here. There's about 3 feet of trench composting below. So this reworking of a garden is essential if you want to have exaggerated plant growth. And not enough people are doing this. By over-exaggerating the work you're putting into this soil, you're going to get this exaggerated plant growth that you can't even control. Everything will take over. Everything will have a much easier time to grow. The food tastes a lot better. Everything is more nutrient rich. That's what people don't understand, is when you're growing in crappy soil, there's no energy for your fruits and vegetables to extract. Having great working, living, biodiverse, microorganism diverse soils will give you a much better food product, a much better produce. It'll have a much stronger value, and the diversity will show directly up in your fruits and vegetables as well. That diversity, microorganism diverse soils, will give you a much better food product, a much better produce. It'll have a much stronger value, and the diversity will show directly up in your fruits and vegetables as well. That diversity is the goal, is to have your nutrient-rich produce coming out of your own garden. And if you don't do the soil investment, it's not happening. You have to invest in your soils. You have to get them so they're easily draining. They have to be working incredibly well. If you do all that, you'll have a great garden. So this bed was done the same way. It is about 2 months old, 2.5 months maybe. There's bees everywhere, there's life everywhere. This is what you're looking for, is that soil diversity, the plant diversity. You're looking to get your soil this energetic, and everything will grow, and everything will grow in such a way that everything tastes amazing. Everything is healthy. You don't need pesticides, you don't need herbicides. You just need to follow the principle of creating great soil, and you'll be unstoppable. Yeah, there's a real problem with our misunderstanding on how important our soils are. And why is that? It's because it's out of sight. We don't care about our soils. They don't talk back to us. They don't complain. They're not lions or giraffes or rhinoceroses walking the savannah. That's the problem. All these microorganisms that are living in the soil, they're invisible to us. We don't really care that they exist. But that might be the downfall of humanity, not being able to feed the world. We need our soil healthy. We need our soil working in a way that it's self-replenishing to some extent. And we're not doing any of that. All we're doing is we have these massive landslides and rivers taking away our soils and rainstorms washing away this beautiful dirt. It's got to be a priority, and it's also got to be the main focus of our efforts to prevent global warming and climate change. It's a big problem, and we're not even understanding the issue of soil depletion and soil degradation. It's not dealt with enough. Yeah, so we have to understand that whatever is in your soil, if it's chemicals, pesticide, herbicide, whatever ends up in your soil, fertilizers, whatever it is, it will end up in the produce that you eat. It's an energy in equals energy out equation. That's why soils are so tricky, so finicky. Whatever you put inside them, it doesn't go away very easily. It takes a long time to leach out and to dissipate. So when you're gardening, try to stay organic, try to stay clean, try to give your soil so much energy try to use as many different plants on top of that soil so it contributes back to the soil diversity. You need incredible amounts of microorganisms to grow nutrient-rich food that actually has a food value. I would estimate that the majority of our food has absolutely no food value. You bite into a peach or an apricot or a nectarine and it has absolutely no taste. That is an art form to get your fruits not to have the taste that is associated with that fruit. You have tomatoes or bell peppers that last forever. There's something going on there for the fruit to be tasteless and to last forever. That energy in and energy out equation is contaminated with. There's problems with it. If you eat something that is completed its cycle of ripening on the vine or on the tree, those fruits taste so different. It's incredible, the difference. And if you've never experienced that before, you don't even know what you're missing, and you don't even know what fruit is supposed to taste like. Okay, Laura. Ok, pone todas las piedras aquí y yo voy a arreglarlo. Necesita tierra, hombres. Necesita tierra. Yeah, so when we do these beds, we have a kind of a rule, and that is a 50 centimeter rule. And what I mean by that is when we come back here in 6 months, 8 months, 3 months, we want there to be a minimum of 50 centimeters of good organic matter in the soil, and the soil is very energized with different materials. So when we go to cultivate this again, or clean up this area, we have this great soil to work with. We've done this everywhere in the garden, and the garden is absolutely flourishing because of this trench composting, this added sand, the added different materials that we're actually composting. Makes a huge difference, and the food is super delicious. Anything that you grow inside this is fantastic. The ornamental plants are doing incredibly well. So it's a real balance of what you're willing to invest into your soil. The bigger the investment, the bigger the reward. So you have to always remember, soil comes first, and if you can get your soil to be super diverse and covered right away, we're getting these areas covered as quick as we can, and that'll make a huge difference very quickly if that soil is being worked through by the roots of the plants.